Owning oceanfront property, it's what many folks dream of, but few can afford. Now, for those of you who can afford and desire a very private coastal estate setting, well, it's nearly impossible to find, especially in California. But don't worry, there's more to the west coast of the United States than just California. And get this, it's even more beautiful and more affordable. Just north of California are the states of Oregon and Washington. Now, many folks around the world are almost as familiar with Seattle, Washington as they are of California's Los Angeles and San Francisco. But guess what? Washington too has become as overcrowded and expensive as California. Not to mention that Washington is right up there next to Canada, so it's cold too. That brings us to Oregon. A truly hidden treasure right there between California and Washington, and for the most part, it's been entirely overlooked. As eyes are turning towards Oregon, it's still early enough to find something truly unique. Oregon's Pacific coast is nothing short of breathtaking. The weather is mild, and Oregon is home to what is most likely the last remaining ocean frontage acreage available on the entire west coast of the United States. This property has been privately owned for over 40 years by one of the world's most renowned architects, Poticha. The Poticha oceanfront estate property encompasses 5 acres of the most spectacular ocean views you could ever imagine. The Poticha oceanfront estate property is just an easy hour's drive from Eugene, Oregon's Malin Sweet Field, the 5th largest airport in the Pacific Northwest. You will find coming and going from your new oceanfront estate a breeze. For private aircraft owner, you will also find Florence, Oregon's municipal airport just 15 minutes south of the Poticha oceanfront estate property. So you have the convenience of a large airport just an hour away and a private airport just 10 minutes away. We trust you will understand what a special and still undiscovered place that is the Oregon coast. Thanks for watching. We hope you're excited and ready to see how you can get in on the ground floor to make the Poticha oceanfront estate property your West Coast dream escape. We hope you will accept this special invitation and not let this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity pass you by. And now to Poticha for more details on this terrific deal.
It's about 1,000 feet of frontage. It's very unique because it's actually 2 pieces of property with a ravine down the middle of it which has a stream. It's higher than the highway, and it's separated from the highway by a berm that when we built the road to come to where the building site is, we penetrated the berm, and the berm was very important because it keeps the sound of the highway from eroding the property. It has this amazing view, and the road was put in so that you don't see the view until you turn and penetrate this mound, and there it is. So it's a surprise every time you come home. So in a way, the property is very isolated because south of the property, for as far as you can see, is government land. East of the property, or across the highway, is Forest Service land. North of the property is another 5-acre piece that is very difficult to build on, and it's separated by a large ravine. This property is so large and so varied that it actually has the opportunity to look south. The south exposure is to the sandy beaches that you can see probably at least 20 miles on any day. And so you see the waves come into the site instead of the waves coming directly toward you. It is a headlands. The chances of ever building on a headlands is very slight in the future. I have owned this property since 1970. It's taken over 10 years to get all the permits, and I continue to have to reapply. I have the water rights to the stream, and the stream can provide adequate water for the site. I had to pay to have half a mile of wiring and poles put in to get power to the site. I now have the right zoning. You can have one house on 5 acres. I've designed the house. I designed it for my uses. And as part of this transaction, I am an architect. And if one wanted to modify the house, I would be more than willing to help them modify it for their needs. It's in 3 levels, and in every level, everything focuses to the south. The house has, it's actually in 2 components, 2 parts. It's like the master's suite plus the shared space, and then there's the 2 additional bedrooms and a studio. It's not just a weekender house. It's been approved. It's on the National Scenic Highway, and that the design has to be approved. And the design in this case has been approved.
Here's Max Jordan to give you some specifics on this real estate ownership opportunity.
Hello, I'm Max Jordan, and I have the extreme pleasure of representing Poticha in the sale of this very special property. As Miriam has explained, Otto has done all the hard work to prepare the property for building. The incredibly difficult task of securing permits and approvals to build on the environmentally sensitive Pacific Coast has already been done for you. Otto has designed plans for a home on the site, but moreover, as part of your purchase, Otto is here to personalize the plan specifically to your needs and desires. Here's how you can get in touch directly with me so I can prepare your offer to purchase the Poticha Oceanfront estate property and start building your dream estate getaway on the Oregon coast overlooking the beautiful Pacific Ocean. There's a lot to do, so let's get started. Thank you.